Hi, Ross and Kathy Callaghan here again. We're off on another cruise. This time we're on the Sun Princess out of Brisbane.
Yes, and we're heading to New Caledonia and Vanuatu.
Yeah, we've been there before, but not on Princess Line, so it'll be nice to compare. We're really looking forward to it. Should be great. Here we have the city of Brisbane. So many apartments. This is Riverside, Kangaroo Point, and over here is South Bank, where there's all sorts of fun attractions. It's been nice having a look around Brisbane. We're able to do that because the Sun Princess departure was delayed because it had extra disinfection for norovirus. Sun Princess was built in 1995, and you may remember she was the original love boat. Nowadays she carries about over 2,000 passengers, and she's just been refitted, so she's real smart and up to date. And so we say farewell to Brisbane, and the sail away party begins. We've got a balcony cabin on the Sun Princess this time. And what's it like?
Well, this cabin is a little smaller than most cabins we've been on other cruise ships. However, it's made up by the most amazingly comfortable beds. Very, very comfortable. And actually there is plenty of room. We have everything you need. Normal facilities. A bathroom which is compact and yet everything you need is in there.
Nice little shower.
And absolutely plenty of storage. Lots of cupboards for putting your clothes and hanging. Plenty. More than you need. Coat hangers, which a girl always wants. And of course,
outside is our balcony.
Great place to read a book and just watch the sea go by.
Yes, it's a nice cabin, isn't it, on the Sun Princess?
Very good.
Very nice. And every day they give you a princess patter with all the activities that are going on board that day. And there's just so much happening. All of this for the morning, then these are the activities in the afternoon, and then the activities in the evening. There's always something happening. And there's always interesting things to be involved in, or to watch, or to just sit down and enjoy. So you don't get bored on this ship. Beautiful art in the art auction. And you get your photo taken many, many times on the cruise.
Yeah. The definition of farthing is putting on makeup. Okay, 4 teams get points.
The funniest thing I found about this particular tour was the looks on their faces as the water splashing them in their faces. Like, anyway, sorry, I get excited, aren't I?
Good work. We found that by keeping active, by doing the gym, using the stairs instead of the lift, and by taking the circuit around the ship, it just enhances the whole experience of being on board ship.
So after a go in the gym, it's nice to hop in the pool. What's it like?
It's quite fresh actually in the cold water one. There's a spa pool over there, might try that a bit later. This is fresh.
Yeah, this is a lot better, much warmer, very nice.
Enjoy. And we get plenty of exercise just walking down this long corridor every day.
This is the great egg throwing challenge.
We're going back to the pool side in 3, 2, 1, go! Now somebody in their wisdom last cruise did ask us what we do with the ice sculpture once it's melted. No, so that's very simple, we just pour it down the sink.
And there's the final product. Beautiful. See the dolphins out there? Looks like they can go just about as fast as the ship. Or you can just relax beside the pool. Two things stand out on a cruise ship like this: the food and the wonderful music. And the Sun Princess is no different. So we'll show you some of the lovely food that we've eaten while we've been on the ship, and also we'll listen to some of the fantastic music that goes on in all parts of the ship. Food and music, that's what cruising's all about. All good stuff. And lots of it's nice and healthy. Some of it's not so healthy, but it's still tasty. Lots of lovely fruit. Lovely breads. And the desserts are really spectacular. Pretty impressive, eh?
Sure is. Lots of calories.
It's almost too beautiful to cut.
It's a pity it's going to be cut.
Yes. Look at that. And bacon and egg for breakfast. Look at this. And Kathy goes healthy. In the main restaurant you get absolutely beautiful food. Look at this. Seafood galore. Lovely.
So it's formal night tonight, and check this out. Lobster and king prawn. Beautiful.
Part of our package this time was a meal at the specialty restaurant, the Sterling Steakhouse. So what do you reckon?
Do you think I'm going to be able to eat all of that?
What kind of steak is it?
This is a ribeye.
Ribeye.
It should be very tasty.
And this is New Zealand rack of lamb. And all the lovely
All the
vegetables.
trimmings.
Yeah. Pretty good. On board this is $29 only each. Not bad. You have to be very disciplined. Otherwise you get very full very quickly. Look at this for lunch.
Beautiful.
Very disciplined.
When the river starts to rain.
Our first stop is at Noumea, the capital of New Caledonia. And it was discovered by Captain James Cook in the late 1700s. And then it became a French penal colony. So this is where they sent their convicts. But today it's a bustling city of about 200,000 people. Noumea is very much a city of contrasts. Some of it is extremely well off, like this area here, with their boats and beautiful houses. And yet other parts are very, very poor, with lots of people hanging around on the streets. Everything's shut on a Sunday morning, except for the Sunday market. And everything's in French.
Parlez-vous français? If you only speak Anglais, then you may have a bit of difficulty.
And this is Lemon Beach. Beautiful for swimming, 24 degrees in the sea there today. Just lovely. And over there's Duck Island, one of the nice resorts. And this is Antsivata Beach, which is the main surfing beach. Not much surfing today because the sea is so nice and flat. And over there's the Quen Toro Lookout, the top of that hill. And of course it's a major tourist attraction. That cannon over there has never been fired in anger. Out here is piles and piles and piles of nickel. And this area has the third greatest nickel production in the whole of the world, so it's pretty rich. Over there's the choo-choo train, the easy way to get around Noumea. And this is La Place des Cocotiers, which is Coconut Square, which is very much the centre of town in Noumea. We've enjoyed our time here. This place certainly is a contrast between rich and poor, but it's nice to come to French-speaking New Caledonia again. Next stop is Lifou in the Loyalty Islands part of New Caledonia. We've been here before, had a wonderful time last time, so we're looking forward to coming back. This time we have to go into the shore on a tender. First stop is the Botanic Gardens. Beautiful. Main income sources on Lifou are agriculture, followed by tourism. And that's followed by vanilla. Vanilla is an orchid brought here by the missionaries. And there's the pod.
Once the flower starts to come, it takes 3 months to fully open. Once it's open, they don't have bees here, so they have to pollinate them themselves. It is very expensive because it's labour intensive, but it's a wonderful, wonderful thing for this island and this country.
These are the cliffs of Jokin, and they're part of the coral reef that's been, the edge of the coral reef that's been pushed up. Look at the beautiful colours down there, isn't it lovely? Still see the structure of the coral there. Nice coconut drink. Very nice, very refreshing.
Very flattering headgear, I must say. Beautiful.
Here's the typical houses. We're in the village of Jokin. They have lovely gardens and the chief's hut. Church is central in the village, and so is making repairs after a cyclone 4 months ago. Rebuilding one of the chief's ceremonial huts. This is the Church of Our Lady, Notre Dame of Lourdes, place where people come for healing, and it was built around 1900.
And people would come in here and they'd light a candle for somebody that they're praying for. A really beautiful place of solitude in which to pray.
And over there's the Sun Princess, which is home. So, very nice to come back to Lifou. Another day in paradise, eh? Next stop is Port Vila, the capital of Vanuatu. And we've been here before, but we'll be going to see different things. Port Vila has got a population of over 20,000, and the total population of Vanuatu is about 200,000. There's 83 different islands in the nation. Doesn't take long to get from the port to a tropical island paradise. Look at that. Now we're going to try and get a taxi into town, but everybody wants to take us. The whole lot of them want to take us. Here we have downtown. Lots of tourists here today off the ship. It's all changed since we were here last time. Everything a bit more modern, built up. Could work. There's our ship over there, so we go back on the water taxi. Result of the cyclone. These are the Cascades Waterfalls. Very nice. You can swim in the beautiful pool. What do you think?
It's very tranquil out here, as opposed to in town where it's a bit frenetic and people all seem a little uptight and angry actually.
Now we're going to a village, traditional village.
But the village itself is like over 200 years. Remember, this is our land. We don't live in a town. We live right up here, down to the seawater. There are more people down that side. 500 people altogether, our whole tribe. Okay, any day you decide to trap the wild chickens, we just walk up the bush, build something like this, looks like a little house, or some kid described like a pyramid. We tie the rope from the corner from the trap right up to the stick at the front to the other side here. You see the rope? Yes. Okay. Anytime chicken goes in, eat coconut inside. And what happens if the chicken step on the rope? Watch the stick, break it down, then the chicken alive. You come back, check it out for yourself the other day. There's chicken inside, they're alive. One trap could be 1, 2, 3, 4 chicken inside one time.
This is a spider's web fishing net. There's the spider, and they catch the garfish with them because they get attracted up to it and then get caught in the sticky spider's web.
So we do a lot of roasting, baking food like the lady she's doing there, the modest. Grated the bananas, drop the spinach, coconut cream, and you just decide, put chicken, beef, fish, rub it up, coconut cream, the onion, tomato, and bake on the ground. 45 minutes. We call that lap plap.
This is the goodbye song, so they're saying farewell to us from Vanuatu. Now we're in Luganville the second biggest city in Vanuatu. And Luganville is on the island of Espiritu Santos, the Holy Spirit, the biggest island in Vanuatu. And this place was an American base in 1942 in the Second World War, and you'll see everywhere evidence of that occupation. There were about 50,000 Americans here in Luganville during the war. They had to create all the infrastructure, like the big wide road here. They created that, and the wharves, and enough accommodation for such a big group of people. These days it's a pretty basic non-touristy town. See the old wharves over there? This area is really great for diving because the SS President Coolidge hit a couple of mines, American mines, and sunk just off here. So great for diving. Then at the end of the war, the Americans just took off and left Luganville. And they got all of their stuff, their tanks, and their cars and trucks and rockets and cranes, and just dumped it in the sea. And so now $1 Million Point, where $1 million worth of stuff was dumped, is another great place for diving. Remains of old huts. Luganville has a population of about 15,000. And it's boosted a couple of times a week when the tourist ships come in. That song means we love you. So this is the man who makes the carver.
Yes. When we have some big location.
This is the carver, and when you take it, it solves all your problems. I can see why. Oh man. My mouth's all numb. Quite a strange sensation. It's like going to the dentist. The carver ceremony. Carver is the main drink here in Vanuatu. This is the welcome dance. This is the carver dance. He's had too much carver.
So in Luganville and around here they're Melanesian, so all the cultural dances are reflecting what's happening in their environment. The ladies doing their dance in the water, replicating the sounds that they see and hear all around them, the dolphins and the birds and the way of life, and the men also doing their ceremonial dance. It's all taken from the environment. It's very genuine culture here today.
Our final stop is Champagne Bay, and they reckon this is one of the most beautiful beaches in the world for snorkeling and for swimming. Looks gorgeous, doesn't it?
We welcome you to Champagne Bay. We welcome you.
They have a bit of a market here, but really it's all about the beautiful beach.
It's beautiful, beautiful, soft, golden sand. It's just lovely to walk on, lovely feel. Very tropical.
Yeah, in the water, look at the colour.
Yeah. There's also lots of coral being washed up, so I suspect the best place for snorkeling is going to be out here where there'll be a bit of coral and a bit of fish out there.
Let's go and see if there's any fish in there. I'm sure there will be.
There he comes. So how was that?
Oh, that was great. Good place for snorkeling. The coral is beautiful. There's lots of fish, coloured fish, all sorts of blue ones and yellow ones and striped ones, and I really appreciated the coral this time. It was lovely, and the crystal clear water. Very nice place to come, and the water's warm too. It's called Champagne Bay because sometimes bubbles come up out of the water, and that makes it look a bit like champagne. Hence the name Champagne Bay. Nice for swimming.
Yeah, you just have to move slightly along and you get out of the reef, and it's beautiful, smooth and quite buoyant actually. You float very easily.
Very nice.
And warm.
You sure can see why this is one of the most popular beaches anywhere. Now we're going for a trip inland to a blue hole, which is great for swimming. There's the church and the health centre, and there's the village community hall. Cooking the copra, yeah, and there's the skull. Now this is a blue lagoon, comes down from the mountains, beautiful crystal clear blue water, so we're going to have a swim. Oh yes, that's lovely.
Beautiful.
So clean and fresh and beautiful. What a great way to finish our tour, by coming to this blue lagoon. Yeah. So refreshing, so clean, and so Vanuatu. What a gorgeous part of the world. Champagne Bay, Vanuatu. Sea's a lot rougher as we head back to Brisbane, so the boat's bouncing around a bit.
The only way to introduce this song is, ladies and gentlemen, I introduce to you Peter Allen's I Still Call Australia Home.
Still
our 10 days on the Sun Princess are over. Wonderful ship, small and compact, and everything is there you want. Fantastic food. The entertainment was great mostly, and our room was very comfortable. I take my hat off to the Princess line, who were very open and honest about the fact that there'd been a bug on board before we came here, and they did their absolute best to eradicate it, and they succeeded. It was a very successful journey. And we enjoyed the life on the ship, as we always do, but getting off and going on shore is the thing that really makes the whole thing very exciting, and especially the two places we hadn't been to, Luganville and Champagne Bay. Both beautiful places and beautiful beaches and lovely friendly people. So I'd recommend this particular cruise to anyone who was going to take it, and especially on the Princess line. Well done, Princess line. Fantastic, fantastic time we've had.
Yes, we certainly have enjoyed our time on the Sun Princess. The 10 days have gone by very quickly. We certainly fit the demographic, with which is mainly older people. Most of them are Australians. We're from New Zealand, of course. But the ship seems to be booked out very quickly, and there's even one couple who have been on 1,700 days on this particular ship. Lots of couples seem to be doing repeat journeys, and so that tells you something about how popular it is. We've loved the food and the music and the different activities around the boat, and the offshore excursions were just terrific. Each of the ports, the new ports, Luganville and Champagne Bay, were great. But overall, it's a wonderful experience going cruising, and we've packed a lot into our 10 days. Certainly can recommend Princess Line. Thank you, Sun Princess. You've given us a great 10-day holiday visiting New Caledonia and Vanuatu. Hopefully we'll be back some other time. So we make our way back to Brisbane after a wonderful, wonderful cruise.